Imagine you're about to take an exam, but it's that exam. The exam that you forgot to study for, and you are paying the consequences because you're staring at the paper, you're staring at the first question even, and you're thinking, I do not know how to do this. Well, then your mind starts running 100 miles an hour trying to grab information to help you answer that. Your hands feel sweaty and your heart feels sunken in because you feel like you're going to fail. Your gut feels sick. Well, that's actually a natural response to that situation. And that response is a typical one, and most people actually deal with it. That response is known as stress. And today I'm going to be talking about what stress is, how it affects our body and our mind, and what chronic stress is. So we all experience stress, whether it's sport, work, job application, school, relationships. We all deal with it. I especially, because I'm a cross-country runner and track runner year-round, and every time I get on the start line to even workouts, but especially races, sports can be pretty stressful, and I get it. Anything can be stressful too. So I decided I should research about this topic and learn more about what I'm experiencing when I'm in those situations. So I decided I would research medical and psychological experts to help me better understand this topic and to help you better understand this topic. So what is stress? Well, stress is in two different categories. There's two types of it. There's acute stress, which is that immediate fight or flight response to it. And there's chronic stress, which chronic stress is long-term that we actually deal with a lot more than we think. We just don't really call it stress a whole lot. But Walter Cannon introduced the topic of fight or flight, which fight or flight would be, I don't know, I'm on a run and I'm having fun and then a dog starts chasing me. Am I going to fight the dog? Am I going to punch its nose? It's sensitive right there for them. Or am I going to pick up the pace and try and outrun the dog? I don't know, but your brain will tell you that in the moment because it sharpens an acute stress. And in chronic stress, well, that's the long-term exposure to stress, and we experience that a lot in social media, how especially teenagers my age, they'll compare themselves to social media influencers and basically feel like they're not up at their level and feel that pressure, and that's the constant stress I'm talking about. So what happens in our brain during stress? Well, the amygdala in our brain acts as the alarm system, and that will send signals when it perceives threat or danger, something is dangerous, and that will send signals to our hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus releases cortisol and adrenaline. So those two hormones that it releases causes 4 different things, 4 different effects to us. We'll get an increased heart rate, faster breathing, increased blood pressure, and better focus. So those 4 effects that adrenaline and cortisol give to us help us in the moment, and that's the immediate moment that it helps us with. And it's actually healthy, because I think that either punching the dog or running is going to be more healthy than getting torn up by a dog. And with those 4 things, it'll give your mind a sharper idea of what decision you need to make in the moment. And then we got chronic stress. Chronic stress is not short term, it's long term, and that is the long term cortisol in our brain, which is not healthy to have that constant stress digging at us. It can actually lead to effects, past physical effects, such as a weakened immune system, poor sleep patterns, digestive issues, increased anxiety, and increased blood pressure. So it's not healthy, especially over a long period of time. So I would seek help if you are going through that, and ask your doctor about that. And chronic stress can affect your hippocampus, which your hippocampus is your, campus for memory and learning. And over time, your memory and learning will slowly diminish with that cortisol, and that would not be good for your memory and learning to diminish, especially with relationships and trying to learn to be a better person. It wouldn't be good for anyone. So, in conclusion, stress can be beneficial, and it's natural, it's typical, almost everyone deals with it. And next time you experience stress, whether it's a big event or even a small event, or maybe it's something fell and you quickly reach to catch it, that is stress, and it's a good form of stress. As long as it doesn't become chronic, you should be good.